All right. So, want that light to go there. Let's get the glue gun started. This way it can hold these things in place for me. So I can put them in there the way they belong. Normally it won't be too bad. However, I gotta watch that I don't knock anything other crap out of the way. All right. I don't know exactly what you're seeing, but we're going to let this thing heat up a little bit. No. I'll go this way. Hmm. Hold on a minute. Hold on. There's a cotton picking minute here. I made myself a ham, egg, a white, and shredded by hand. I don't buy it shredded, sharp cheddar cheese. I have that on Italian bread. Mmm. 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 I thought wrong. I thought I had a pair of scissors over here. Put this right here first. There. Good. I think I do. Remember, there it is. Okay. Strong possibility. Okay. Now let's put a little of this on here. I think that's enough. Yeah, it should be enough. Now we're going to put it facing that direction. And try to get it onto there. I don't care for that too much. Okay, hold on. I have a plan. You can bend this a bit. I know you can't see what I'm doing here, but I got to bend this bracket just a bit to get the light to come out a little bit more. I just don't know if I'm going to do that. Bend this bracket without breaking it. They're kind of heavy duty, if you know what I mean. Yeah, that helps. Okay. Let's go up here a little bit more. Okay. Alright, let's see if that stays there. You go. You put it on. That would help. Mm-hmm. Okie dokie here. Okay. I'm actually hot. I don't know if you guys are familiar with these things or not. The sweats. I don't know if you can actually tell what that even is anymore. They're so worn down. But anyway, when we used to do winter ops, well, through the year, first you start out with wearing your vest whenever you go out. Hey, Tuck. Yeah, how you feeling? You feeling okay? And then after that, you want a piece of egg? I don't think you eat egg, no? You know, in the summer months, when you go out, you put on your vest. On a little bit more of those chillier days, you can wear your flow coat. Then when it starts getting colder, you can wear your Mustang. You know, it's a full body flotation device, but it also keeps you warm. And it'll help you in the water. Doesn't really seal you off, but it helps keep you warm. And then you start getting into your exposure suits. You know, when you start seeing ice on the bow, and little pieces of ice in the water, you know, a thin crust on some of the closer to land or in more of the shallower rivers. And you're seeing ice on the buoys and stuff. That's cold. So when you go on patrol, now you put on your exposure suit. That is going to keep you dry and warm. It seals up tight around your neck, around your wrists, around your ankles, your feet, your hands, everything. But before you put those on, you put on this, your inner. It's a sweatshirt. And they have the pants to go with it. You know, and the socks and everything else. So you dress up in this, and then you fight to get into your exposure suit. Now once you're in there, you're warm. You go in the water, you may feel a little chill at first, you know, coming through the suit, but it's just for a second. And then the next thing you know, you don't even know you're in the water, you know, cold water. But you know what? I gotta buy more. The set that I have now, I don't even have the bottoms anymore. But this top is probably 20 years old or more. I mean, it's shot. There's holes in it. I just don't want to give it up because it is warm. But I do have to get more. I can go down to the base and buy them, but I'll pay a little bit more money for them down there. So I'll end up ordering them on the net. Take care of that one. Well, I'm going to have to cut some of that drippage. Hot, hot, hot. Okay. Now let's do the bottom one. That one should go a little bit easier. There's nothing working against me as far as gravity. Bend this one a little bit if we can. See, the bending is one thing, but you don't want to break it off of the light. There. Okay, so let's put all this on here. And this, and here, onto this. Where is it? There it is. Okay. There should be. There should be. Let's put some glue on it. Hopefully it'll hold it and not weigh it off, weigh it down. Come on. I ordered an ultraviolet light, which makes things a little bit easier. However, it's not in yet. Because, you know, this glue, it does stick relatively quick, but it doesn't, if you know what I mean. It sticks to your fingers just great. Now I'm just stuck to it in there. Okay. Which means it wanted to get pulled off with my finger. Come on, come on, come on, get on there. This is a pain in the ass. Okay, maybe. Okay. Now, stay there long enough so I can get some glue in there with you. Or try to anyway. Okay, so we got some double-sided clear rubber tape. We got some CA glue, and we got the glue gun. So that should hold everything into. I can mix up a little epoxy. A little bit, just a little bit. Where's my cloth? Oh, yeah. Coffee. Alright, so now those are in, I think. Oh, we got one more in the middle. Huh. I didn't see that one. Let's see if it even works. Huh. Darn. Darn, darn. Well, I'll let some of that glue dry before I even go crazy with it. But we can check it to see if it works. So let's at least get that done. So if I remember right, if I do, I do. It's the blue wire. It's the power side. And the black wire, whichever one it is, I believe it's this one. Got a lot of black wire here, but it's the same size. Looks like the battery is dead. The battery is dead. Okay. What's that? Oh, the battery's dead. Will that jumper take it over to here? Nah, I don't think so. Let me see. There's another battery. I'm not going to take the battery out. There is another battery. The more I think about it, it's in the shop. It's in the trailer with it. I'm wondering, disconnect this and this. Alright, so if I take these two, I know you can't see me, but there's about 4 feet, maybe a little bit more, of wire coming out of the back of the car. And then I have more wire in my hand, number 8 gauge, a pair that may make it over there to that other side. To the other side. Okay, you're going to stay there. You should stay there. Now, if that will stay, let me do a little wrap on it. I know the light is critical at this point, but if it kind of keeps coming off, it's not so bad. Okay, so now let's take the red one and the black one. Together, forever. Alright, now let's hang that there. High enough so nobody should trip on it. Now let's go. Yes. Crank this up. Okay, we're cranked. Make sure everything is off. It's off. It's on charge. Charge! Alright, so that's charging. Alright. Alright. Dum de 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 de. Dum dum doodle. Dum doodle, dum doodle, dum doodle. Okay, so while that's on charge, I wonder, that's what I should be doing. Not much I can do right over there at this minute because I need power in order to do it. But there is a but factor here. I wonder if I can find the other end of that charging cable that's there. That may or may not. Okay, here's the thing. Let's not lose that. Okay. Let's get this on here. This is what? I have no idea. There's a lot of hardware that doesn't even go with Coastie, so don't ask me why it's in there. See, the trailer that I have back there, well, not so much this one, but they have another one, a duplicate on the outside. If you looked at it, you couldn't tell them apart. The other one does have a little bit different inside. This one has a lot better options on the outside. Now the other one, the one that they use all the time, has a couple of hooks up against the wall because they have those metal display bracket mounts. They stand up, you know, almost like one of those portable room dividers, you know, that you can just kind of open up, like if you're going to change your clothes behind it, something like that. But it's all metal, black metal, 4x4 little squares. Anyway, they have all the hooks over here to hook onto that. And that, you can either set it up outside, depending on the weather and what you're going to do and whatever, or you can set it up on the inside and put it against the wall with those hooks. Well, all those hooks, or those racket, are all in here with Coastie stuff. Now, this one, where this one shines, meaning the, aha, there it is. of it or not. Meaning the lighting and things. The other one hasn't got any lighting in it. This one does. This one also has a solar panel on the roof. It came with it, with a battery out in the front end on the tongue, in a battery box and all that, all heavy duty stuff. So this one is a far better unit than the other one, because you can do more with this one because it has onboard power. Now I did tell them, if, hold on a minute. So I told Tom, if it was up to me, I would get a hold of the gold side that issued these. That this one was issued to Long Island, but it's been in New Haven and Long Island never picked it up. It's been 4, 5, 6 years. So I said, get a hold of gold side, have them reverse them so that we can get this one, because it's going to be better. And then, if you have somebody that can help me with it, and I have the time after I'm done with all this, that has a 12-volt system on it right now, being charged up with the solar panel. The solar panel isn't big enough to really run like a power supply to give us some AC. And why I say that is because a lot of these people aren't familiar with it. They turn on a light and they don't think about, you know, how many things can I turn on. They're just going to start turning shit on, and next thing they're going to kill the battery real quick, or they're going to blow up the inverter. So I said to them, Tom, if you can find somebody to help me with this, I will put a AC plug on the outside to the inside. It's a double-headed plug, so to speak. I'd show it to you, but I don't want to look for it. But I have them. I'm not going to throw it in there, though. If they want it, they can buy one. And at that point, they can do what they got to do. Have somebody come over, let them do some of the work. I'll help them do some of the wiring. This way, if they go to a site or wherever it is, if there's power, or if they have a small generator, they can just plug into the outside of this thing and have plugs on the inside so they can plug a couple of accessories or whatever it is they need inside. Like even a heater, for instance, you know, as long as the generator or the power, you know, the shore power, is going to be enough. You know, you can run a small heater and a couple of lights. You can even run a radio if you need to be. All right, now I found this wire. Now I think this plug is the plug that goes into the back of this thing. And what I mean by that is back underneath there someplace. You see those red and black wire? This ain't gonna fit here. Alright, let's just do as best we can with it. Alright, there's a red and black wire back there. They're hooked up to a plug that goes to the switch that goes to the battery when you go on charge. You don't want to have this thing charging up while you have the switch on, because you don't want to end up blowing parts. So that's what I rigged up, so that they don't have to keep opening up this thing to do anything as far as charging the battery. You know, I mean, even that was a pain in the ass. And I said, okay, so I think this is the other side of that plug. 4 pin, 4 pin. And it's got a little lock on it, so when you put it in there, the lid comes down and locks it in, so we're locked. Okay, so now I gotta find out, see, it's got this plug on the end of it. Now these things are expensive, believe it or not, depending on where you buy them, and depending on what name is stamped on it. And seeing that everybody likes to waste money in the government, these are the expensive ones because it's got a certain name stamped on it. This male and female, which is on the battery down here, no wires connected. Just that with the female, male and female, can run you upwards of $40 or better. I've seen them as high as $79. Hello, you know. And I've also seen a different brand as low as $3 and $4. Yeah. But at that point, they're definitely doing what they need to do. Now this plug, if there's another one over there, I will leave this as it is. Because when they get a new charger, we can just plug this into the charger. But I got to see if we have another one of these over there. You want to make things easy. Believe it or not, you know that word common sense, I tell you, I don't believe in it. But believe it or not, not everybody, it's not that they're stupid, it's just that they've never dealt with it. You know, they're in a different field. The red being the hot side and the ground being the black. Right? People don't know that. They would just hook this up to a charger, to the clips, and not even think about it. So you want to make everything user-friendly. And I'm going to use the term idiot-proof. However, I really don't mean it that way, but I'm saying it that way. So let me look through there a little bit more and see what I can find for another plug. If there is one. Hopefully there is. Now I gave them all this stuff all wrapped up, all nicey-nicey. And where are we? Well, everything was thrown in here and then expected to work. Ah, good. What's this? Here we go. Yeah, this will work. However, I gotta get this. Got some stuff here. I'd like to find just a plug. But you don't have to take things apart. You don't like to take things that are assembled apart unless you have to. Here's a set of jumpers with a plug. Will that plug fit on that? I don't know which is the male or the female at this point. And then we also have this one. Now this one is made to go on the battery. And it's got a plug on it. So I guess I can wire this to a charger instead if we have to. But let's put that over here for a minute. Then we have this one, which has an end cut off on it. And it has this idiot-proof power cord on it with these. I can't see this being of any use, to be honest with you, on the batteries at this point, because the plug that I want to try to use won't adapt to this, and it'll take too much to make it adapt. And then when you do get it to adapt, it's not going to be as idiot-proof as you want it to be. So here's what we have. We have this. Now, will any of these fit into these? That's not going to fit in there. These are both nails. What's this one? Oh, now you decide to change brands? I'm telling you. No. Usually they come apart, so you can make them go whichever way you want, left or right, up and down. This one's not going to do it. Okay. This one is not going to do it either. Why would they have that? That is kind of stupid. I don't even know if that'll fit the battery. No. This won't even fit this battery one. Okay, let's see. Okay, so here's what we have. This will plug in back here. We've already accomplished and made that determination. So that's what we have. Now, I'd like to find something that I can plug into this that'll work with the charger. Because I am going to have to order a charger. They're going to need a charger. And that's all there is to it. Trying to find the part for that other one. I found a few places. The part is cheap. It's like $2. However, there's minimum orders. And I don't need a whole lot of minimum order stuff. So I could probably buy one that we need, just a little trickle, battery maintainer for maybe 20, 25 bucks. So if we're still within the budget that they had given me, I don't want to run it to the end, but if we're still in that budget and this is complete, then I'll spend the 20, 25 bucks and order a charger. If not, I'll leave it up to them. I'll tell them which one, and then they can decide from there what they want to do. Alright, so we're still with this thing. It would be so nice if I had, see, normally these things will come apart. You can buy them in pairs, you can buy them one and put them together. They have the little slides on them. I don't know if they glued these together, or, because this was put together by the company who made Coastie. This looks like it should just come apart. I don't think it's going to. No, they glued it. Yeah. Well, like I say, there's nothing wrong with that. They were just making sure that it didn't come apart and screw up on somebody. So I don't see an issue with that. This one doesn't fit in there. Now see, this one looks like, oh, not really. This one, see, these are, now this one may do it. No, they're both, see, these are the same way, but they're both the male. So they won't go together, but they're the same. So if this was, that would work. Damn, 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 and darn, darn, darn. All right, let's just put these aside. I may not be able to do anything with this until we actually close this light out of it. Oh, I bet you this is the aft light. The aft, the aft. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, this is the aft light. Okay. If this is going to fit in there, which it does, and then we have an aft light. Well, that was easy enough. Don't ask me where it goes into. But let's let it hang out of here. Now that I know we have it. Okay. Now that's a gray and black twisted pair, but it goes to a red and black. So what am I looking for over here? What's this one? I got it marked. What do I mark it for what reason? Oh, that's the fan. Okay, so that's not the one. Is there any other plugs around here that look like it may go someplace? No. No, no, no. What's this one? Oh, this is a double banger over here. That wire is long enough, so it's telling me that it can go anywhere because of the length of the wire. Where's the plug on it? Let's see what the plug looks like. I think it's a male. Yeah. So we need a female. No, this is not the one. That's not the one. That's not the one. And that's not the one. It's more of a blade. It's almost like it goes right to the board. And then we got this one that could be broken. I don't know why we have that funky one on there. That looks like it goes to the channel switch over there. Okay, so this doesn't fit any of these plugs that I have here. It doesn't mean that it won't go on the board directly. The thing is, because there's a lot of extra space on the board for plugs. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 that I see right off the bat. And if it is, though, which one is it? Which one is it? Well, I'm looking at the board. I'm down here, by the way. And this plug that I just had in my hand, wherever it went, right here, has like the pins. So it's looking for a set of pins. And all these other plugs do not have that. This is another pin one. Okay, so these are the same. So this is telling me that this has got to go onto one of these sets of pins. And we have 1 here, 2 there actually, 3 and 4, and 5. Okay. Now I just seen something there that kind of like caught my eye. A 4-pinner. No, see, these are 2-pin. So why would there be a 4-pin? Because I don't see a plug that would fit that. Again, this is the fan, so that's got nothing to do with it. None of these plugs over here are that type. I don't know if you can see what I mean by the diff. This is the one and this is the one. So this one doesn't match that one. Sure in hell doesn't match that one. And then there's two over here that it doesn't match. And I'm thinking these two may go together actually. Only because I'm looking at this as being the wire size is about the same. I don't think it would go to this one. I mean, it's a possibility that one of these feed this because there's two sets of wires coming off it, so it would need a heavier wire, but I don't know where it goes, so. Alright, I'm not going to go nuts with this for now. We know what we have. Alright, I'm going to have to start looking around and see what I can find. Okay, let's go back down here a minute. Let's see what the old battery's doing, if anything. I guess I can tie it right off to the battery. Let me see if I got a set of jumpers. Yeah, I do, but I'm using them. Maybe I can, hold on a minute, where's that? Where is that? What's this one? No, that's not it. Oh, wait a minute. Possibly. Maybe. I mean, this is way too long, so I'll just leave it wrapped up. This will give me the positive side. If I go from here to here, both I should just take a little time and make up some jumpers. There we go. So if you got a spark there, you can see how it comes. I don't want to light up the whole board. Yeah, let's lighten up the whole board. I don't want to do that. Okay, so let's go over here. This fuse. Box. The fuse. Box. Will this make it over to the battery? It will. Okay. This end is still turning it on. Shit. I don't want to turn on the board. I don't want to put that kind of power on this thing yet. The battery is finished charging. I don't want to. I have to deal with this. Okay. Let's take this out of the way so I don't drop anything. And let's go forward. I'm going to turn you guys off. And I'm going to try to get some jumpers made up. Ones that I can use that are useful. I did have those other ends over there. Those will give me, should give me 4 good jumpers. So let's unplug you.